Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia for today. We're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7L today. Got some more RTA for you guys. Now, as you can see, we're going to be doing some backseat battling. Now, I'm going to be joined by Lucina Fanboy, who organized this event and is going to be co-hosting with me during the matches. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how Fantasia wheel mock battles work, the wheel, there's actually two of them, determines one, the match condition, and the second one is actually there to determine a punishment for the winner of the previous match. This is to help balance out some of the disparities between gear, between game knowledge, or between unit pools that are available between everyone that's participating. You'll get a better idea of what I mean by this by watching the video as I explain all of the conditions before the matches start. But if you want to join in on any future mock battles or events on my Discord server, link to it will be in the description and in the pinned comments down below. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the matches.
Alright, good luck to both of you, and we shall begin.
Okay, so we have Is That So and Trini Ultima facing off here. Is That So gave us a great showing with that Axe God and Batiste, but unfortunately, as fate would have it, the active punishment for the left side, the winner of the last match, is no warriors allowed. Very disappointing, but we'll live through this, hopefully. The match condition that both players must abide by is the Rainbow Draft, or the Skittles Draft, which means they have to choose one of each element of fire, an earth, an ice, a light, and a dark. Ooh, we're gonna see a lot of openers kind of get banned out here. Zio, Cialilius, Aola. Landy's also gone.
A rat coming out though.
Oh my god,
right?
Ron picked out first. Interesting. I gotta say, Ron's skin looks absolutely amazing.
Indeed. Best use of Skystones.
Oh yeah, I did not realize the contrast that he had. He's blocking it with his arm, but on his chest he has a lot of like black that contrasts with the white. When you see the S3 animation, it's absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely indeed. Alright, there's the S10 and Sid coming out of Trini side. That's going to be the dark and the green coming out.
Right, so now we have to be very careful in terms of these drafts because, you know, Ron is usually coupled with things like Ida, and it's really hard to kind of break out of those tried and true combos when it comes to cleave. You have to kind of adapt and think on the spot, right?
There's a BBK.
Yeah, the BBK is a really nice DPS here. Oh, we see a Politis too. Very nice.
And it's very reminiscent of my drafts. A lot of options open on Is That So side for cleave, actually.
Yeah, there are quite a few options still open. You got a green unit and a light unit left to get picked. Oh, we see Dien and Ed.
So how does Is That So deal with the Edward and Dien?
Yeah, the Ed into the Ron and Politis is very, very nice. The Dien with the anti-crit as well. Gonna provide a bunch of utility for the team.
Is That So definitely needs to have some sort of secondary DPS here, otherwise it's gonna be very difficult to deal with this front four.
Yeah, especially because, you know, well, depends on how fast that DN is. That also is a question that comes to mind. With the Sid and his imprint, DN, if you build her fast, she can reach pretty decent speeds.
Wanderer Silk!
We see a Wanderer Silk filling in that light spot.
Unit. We need a green unit here.
So now there needs to be an Earth unit, and time's running out. Oh, and Celine is being snatched up. Oh, Celine into the DN might not be a bad idea. And we see things rounded out by a Lionheart Sirmia at the end. Really smart into the Celine and the Politis.
I think I'm going to go with This That So here, though, just because it is a very clear Ed ban. Really easy angle for the Celine to 1v4, I'd say.
Well, we'll have to see what the Lionheart has to say about that. But
absolutely.
Yeah, if this Ron is able to defense break, and I think that's the main thing. If he can land the defense breaks, That's gonna make or break this match.
That's actually this is a very interesting tuning. So obviously we have the S2 on the Ran here. Do we force the Dien to S2 turn 1? That is the question.
That is. Dien can go, and if she does cleanse, it will proc Politis.
Oh, wait a second. That Politis is on book. Is this a Degen Poly?
Ooh, Politis is not on book. You're right. The defense break is only on the Spectre Tenebria. We see Dien opting to forego the S2 and choose to go for the S3 instead, giving the anti-crit buff to everybody. This is going to cause Celine to go into the Spectre Tenebria. Seems like she is going to be the sacrifice here. Politis going to be countering as well, but Lionheart is she's
Stun on the
ready.
Sid, that's absolutely huge.
Stun on the Sid is pretty big. But now it's up to this Lionheart Sirmia. This Politis is degen. She might have the effectiveness. Oh, she does! The effectiveness onto this Lionheart Sirmia.
The Wanderer Silk, though. Does the Wanderer Silk have enough to do anything here? Do we opt to S2 or do we S3? F3 for the S2?
Okay, going for the S2. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage.
It's just over. Clean S3s, there's no way for the Sid to do enough.
Oh my god, that was not what I expected. I was waiting for this Lionheart to just clap absolutely everything.
Too! But the Degen Poly just coming in clutch. No, the Wanderer Silk still outspeeds. We still have S3.
Yeah, the Wanderer still has options here. Can Sid 15%?
No, we don't.
Oh, and that is so unfortunate. So he's going to be going down here. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That Degen Politis teched into the Cleave team.
That was disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting, but well played to both of you guys.
Well, alright, cool. Let's go ahead and begin.
Okay, so we have Is That So going up against Kranis, and the match condition that both players must abide by is that they must draft their rep heroes. We're going to see DDR in this match. Now, the Axe God we made an exception for because Is That So still has the active punishment of no warriors, but we're making the exception of Axe God being allowed into this match. No other warriors can be drafted. Is That So spun the wheel of punishment and landed on no punishment, so they are free from another crippling debuff on their side. Oh, but we see Axe God paired up with Ron. Oh boy. The Ron is going to be quite nice here into the DDR. We're going to see double Ray coming out. Okay, Ray into the Ron is not too shabby.
There's a Keithe coming out from Kranis as well.
Yeah, the Ron is going to be great here for utility because not only can you defense break or try to take down some squishier units, he has the full team immunity buff on his S2.
Flan and Jenna! Wait, what
Flan
is
and
this?
Jenna are getting picked out. Oh my god. Okay, Is That So is going very aggressive here. There's a Keithe on Kranis' side. Zahak is there as well. Who else is going to be joining the ranks of these faster DPSs? Now, Zahak has synergy with DDR too because of his injury. And we're going to see Ida going to be rounding off this draft. Kind of acting as a bridge, right, for the other units.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a little bit unfortunate though for Is That So because Ada's exactly the unit that he wanted. Now they have to find another bridge.
Yeah, so Kranis looking ahead and perhaps, you know, just trying to be 2 steps ahead of the opponent and stealing that Ida. Oh, but the BBK to help round out that draft too is so nice.
I think Kranis is just trying to play into that front 4. That was a really fast post ban. There's the Ran and the Ada getting trade banned. I'm pretty sure Is That So slightly favored here. I'm gonna probably put my money on them.
Yeah, because if we take a look at conventional builds, we'll see that Flan is probably going to be taking the first turns, either that or Jenna.
But there's a Keithe!
Oh, but the Keithe outspeeding!
But here's the issue, the Jenna does outspeed the Hawk.
Ooh, that reset onto the Flan is huge!
I'm just wondering if there's enough effectiveness on this Jenna for it to matter, though. If Jenna lands on the Hawk, there might be an angle for its BBK to take over.
Oh, unfortunate.
We land a strip and shove back on the Hawk.
Let's see.
It all comes down to this.
Will Jenna defy? No, Jenna
No.
does not defy the laws of RGB, and Zahak will be able to take this turn. However,
He has to make a really important decision here. Does he go for the Axe God here, or does he go to chip something else?
we'll see. He does cleanse the Ray,
Which
who
makes
is going to be
sense.
going next, and the Ray will be able to cleanse the rest of the team. Right, Zahak is going in. S3 onto the Axe God. Axe God is really, really tanky though. Going to be able to survive that.
Yeah, it's still a decent amount of damage coming out. Note how the Axe God is still technically ahead of the Ray. So
Ooh,
dude, does the
DDR is a
BBK
little
get the
slow here. BBK is going to go rip that S3. Zahak is invincible, but Kisei is not. She's knocked out of stealth.
That's stealth, yeah, but the issue is the stealth damage reduction is too much here. Axe got down to 10k max HP after the S3 on the S3 injury from Zahak.
And unfortunately for him, he is HP scaling now after his rework. So he isn't going to be able to finish off the Kisei. Oh, what a shame.
This is S3, this is S2 kill. No, BBK is still alive, but
BBK
no.
is still alive, but not for long. Zahak able to finish her off. That's going to be end of the run for Is That So?
Very well done.
Yeah, very well played by Kranis here. Very interesting draft too. That Kisei outspeeding was what determined the match. So Kisei has the honor of ending things here with a soul burned S1. And there you have it.
Very well done from both sides. And with that, Kranis is now the new king of the hill, ending Isaso's reign at 2. You guys ready? Let us begin. Let's go.
Alright, we have Kranis going up against Surts, and the match condition for both players is a new thing called clockwise battling. So in the first turn, players can choose what unit they want to attack, but every other turn after that, they must target the next unit going in a clockwise direction. Gonna need some planning ahead for that, but honestly in the end I don't think any speed tuning in the world can stop you from getting undesirable outcomes. The active punishment for Kranis here is the one-turn redirect provokes. We've seen that before. Their units must attack the highest HP target on Surt's side with their first turn, anyone that doesn't have immunity to start. That is actually going to override the match condition of clockwise battling for that first turn for each of Kranis' units, but after that, we will resume with that condition. Ooh, we see Tomoka getting picked out. First pick, get that rep unit in there. I like what I see. Zaha coming out on Kranis' side. So both players are going fairly aggressive until we see that Violet pick. Okay. The Violet getting picked there is quite interesting. Oh, but we see the double counter pick here with Wander and Briar Witch.
That's being immediately prepared for this evasion.
Right, both with the extra hit chance to counter that evasion on the Violet. This is going to be pretty nice. We see the pre-bans also very interesting. We see Elena banned, we see Aiden and Aola. No one really wants to fight Aola. Oh, but Kranis is going to double down on that evasion, just going for that Violet pick. Going for Crow as well. It's a little dangerous, I would say. There's a lot of single target units into Wanda and into Briarwitch Iseria, who both have stealth as options available to them due to the Ranger class. Alright, Pilot's getting picked out. Ooh, and a Straze for the Crow there. That is going to be quite something for Kranis to try to overcome. So let's see what happens in this last pick. Ooh, Rebellion. That's quite nice. Now we have an all dark side on Surf's team. Ooh, but we see the Crow actually getting banned. Straze probably gonna try and take advantage of that Bellion there.
Probably gonna put my money on Kranis here, just because I don't know if Surf has enough damage to break through all the evasion.
Well, the thing is, keep in mind, clockwise battling, he has to plan ahead to determine which unit they want to hit in order for Wanda to actually hit the evasion target.
That is indeed true. Rylet's the only one without immunity, by the way, so Rylet's the only one that has to actually redirect remote.
Also, that Rylet didn't start the match with evasion, so I'm a little concerned about that.
Wait, is there no bolus on that? Wait.
Okay, so Straze is going to go for the S3 here. There's no real target here, quote-unquote target for the clockwise condition.
Right now
but Wanda has to hit that Rylet. Yeah, there we go.
There's Rylet.
So it does work. No crit there. Nice wall of order tech. Oh, but the Violet can Violet
so he has
solo.
to choose between Phyllis and Strawberry here.
I don't know if Violet can solo this because Wanda does exist.
Also, Phyllis is existing too.
Yeah, I know.
Disgusting crap.
Wow, and she's just gonna go ahead and hit that Violet.
With resistance.
He did resist, but I don't think it's gonna really do all that much. Especially because Straze.
Oh my god!
Straze wants to join in on the fun of the extra hit chance.
What is the evasion not working? Oh my lord!
Gosh.
Sir, just wiping out Kratos.
That was a quick
What is
one.
this? Yeah, that was very quick. GG. Alright, you guys ready? I'm assuming you guys are.
Alright, so we have Surtz going up against Chris Rose. The match condition that both players must abide by is the plot armor rule. It sounds it sounds ridiculous, but the plot armor rule basically both players designate one of their units that cannot be touched directly by the other player. So if it's all single target, then they have to be the last one left alive. If they get hit by AoEs, it's fair game. The active punishment for the left side of Surtz is that if they get slept, silenced, or stunned, it is equal to a permanent silence. So Chris Rose has a few options that they might want to go for to really cripple Surtz's team. But we'll see if we have them available in this draft. See Lilius getting picked out first, though. Laika's getting pre-banned. That was very smart on Surtz's part. Same with Sage Ball. Those AoE sleeps, right? Those AoE debuffs would have essentially left his whole team permanently silenced under these match conditions.
My god, the FBA chat pick is
Silver
coming right
Blade
out.
Araminta. That is awesome. Okay, Mediator Cowrit coming out too to counteract that C. Lilius. Alright, wow, look at all those bans. The Solitaria, the Aeola, they're all pre-banned here. We see Zio getting picked out, and we see Tomoka as well. Alright, keep in mind that the sleep, stun, and silence is the, when it equates to a permanent silence, that only applies for Surtz, because it's a punishment.
Yep.
So Chris Rose, unaffected by any of those shenanigans. Oh, Dilibet. Pretty interesting pick here, because she does actually carry a silence on her S1. I see Surtz, I see their strategy a little bit.
Yeah, definitely trying to go for the open. Trying to take first turn,
Yeah.
trying to punch Seth's A early pick.
Yeah, trying to take that first turn, trying to pick some faster units. But it looks like Chris Rose is opting to just go for a tank down strat. If Surtz is going fast, then he's kind of avoiding getting slept, stunned, or silenced early, which means he gets to press buttons, and if buttons are pressed, then being permanently silenced later has less of an impact.
Yeah, Surtz definitely has an advantage here, just being able to pick to this front four. There's just a lot of options that Surtz has in this diff pick. Especially with how aggressive he early picks up. And there's a Teiyu coming out.
Oh wow, the Teiyu as well. Love to see it. So last pick from Chris here. Really love that guild name though, Cypherpunk. Alright, a few seconds left to decide. It's really difficult because most of Chris's units are a bit on the slower end. And so either reactionary picks, like Celine, but you can't really speed contest anymore, right? With the Zeo out on the field, there's no way to speed contest.
Yeah,
And
absolutely not.
Yeah, coupled with a Tomoka and a C. Lilius, those units are so fast that it's really hard to compete. So doubling down on the tank strat is probably the way to go. Strozzi's going to get picked off, though. That makes sense.
I guess the question is, how fast is this D-Lily? Will this D-Lily be able to cut the S3, or cut after C-Lili's S3?
We will definitely see. I believe Dilibet will actually be able to cut the C. Lilius.
Unless we get a shove back?
She gets shoved back here. Going for the Arwell instead. C. Lilius opting for dual attacks, not for the S3. Tomoka gonna be able to shove up the Teiyu. Oh, ML Cowrick does cut though. It could make a difference here.
Going into the SBA.
Going to the SBA.
Oh,
she does get taken out. Is Dilibet able to solo this?
I don't know. It looks the Teiyu just might have too much damage here.
Well,
probably
maybe.
should opt for the S1. But if we get the stun here, technically it's the silence.
Oh yes. If he gets a stun here, then Teiyu cannot use any other skills besides his S1. Yeah, so that's successful. Teiyu not able to do anything else for the rest of the match. Oh, no silence onto the C. Lilius here.
That's actually very unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate, but the Zeo is going to slice through this Arlo like butter. And C. Lilius gets to take another turn. So now opting to go for the Vigor buff, putting debuffs onto everybody. Oh, that Zeo! So much damage.
That's Vigor plus attack buff for you. Oh my gosh.
Vigor with attack buff, and it seems to be a damage built Zeo as well.
I was also very surprised they decided to go for the arrow wall there, but I guess, what do I know?
Oh, and the Dilibet gonna get taken out by the Tomoka. It seems like it is the end for Chris, because the Zeo's coming in hot with a second hit, and down goes the Mediator Cowrick. Wow, that aggression from Surts, knowing the active punishment, right, really lit a fire under him, and he did not want to go turn 2.
You absolutely forced him to draft in that manner, which is exactly what these punishments are trying to do. With that being said, let's give him the second punishment.
Alright, we're going to have Surts going up against Red Jupiter. The match condition is going to be Protect the King. And the active punishments for Surts is, again, continuing from the last match, a sleep, a silence, or a stun results in a permanent silence for those units. They can only S1 afterwards. But now they're locked to only one natural 5-star. Alright, so let's see what will happen here. That aggression from that last match, I don't think we will be able to see again with only one Nat 5. So like a ball? Okay.
Okay, like a ball out of Surts, really wanting to not get slept, stunned, or silenced.
There goes their one natural 5-star pick.
Yep, everything has to be a Nat 4 or below. I want to say Red has this, I'm going to put my money on Red.
Interesting. The Troublemaker Crozet and the Zeo also banned out.
There's the S10A coming out.
Oh, S10A and Mort. Okay. LFB, do you want to explain what Protect the King entails for the match conditions?
Yeah, so Protecting the King. Essentially, after the post bans, each side has to declare one unit. If that unit dies, they must immediately forfeit, and they will give the win to the opponent. So it's essentially just you just have to protect that one unit.
I see. So it's like a game of chess. If your king falls, then you lose the match.
Exactly.
Alright, so we see Zahak and Ida getting picked out on the left. Wait a minute. Isn't Surts only allowed one natural 5-star?
Yeah, Surts is only allowed one Nat 5. Nope, nope. No, it's the harsher version. Okay, let's go ahead and redraft. I'll give you first pick. Yeah, go ahead and top right. I'll go ahead and fix this again. Alright, so let's restart the draft. Let's go Tomoka first pick into S10 Mort, please. And we'll go ahead and start that again. No, it's okay. It happens. That's just a warning. Let's try this again. Tomate. Tomate kudasai.
Alright, redrafting here. Same bands we see, so it's gonna go for that Tomoka pick.
And then we should expect the S10 Mort.
There we go, very nice.
Now, Surf, remember, no nat 5s or no nat 5s anymore. The Camilla coming out. Camilla being a very nice unit to have in these mock settings. Speed Imprints coming out.
I like seeing that Camilla, it's pretty good. And the Shuri too, love to see it. Shuri is a fantastic unit. The Speed Imprint from both of these, I think, are the thing to keep in mind. Shuri could actually be pretty fast himself too, and with a CR push in his kit, he can yeah, he can definitely catch people off guard.
Although I'd be looking more at the Camilla, to be honest. The Camilla having the potential to dual attack, because the S2 extra turn into S1, that has a lot of potential to me.
Yeah.
There's a Lionheart coming out.
Ooh, Lionheart coming out to kind of counteract that Camilla's potential dual attacks. It's going to be very difficult for Circe, definitely on the back end here, because they won't be able to use any of their other 5 stars. But we see Glenn! Wow, Glenn is a self-buffing unit. There's pretty good damage in his kit. The Extinction won't really come into play for this match, but we'll definitely see him get some utility. Alright, Carrot's gonna get picked out too. Carrot's pretty good into the team, I would say. Right, the Spectre Tenebria having the AoE to hit her. The Great Mortelix is not gonna be able to be immune to burns. So now one more pick from Red Jupiter to round off their draft. Oh, we see a Katie's for the Sustain and the Cleanse.
This PML going. Okay, both sides need to declare the kings. They're kings right now. They're unit to protect. Either in chat. Okay, so Circe is gonna protect Carrot. Red is gonna be protecting S10A. Yep. All right, so that makes sense.
Oh,
so,
okay. Protecting S10A and protecting Carrot. I see. Wow, Red playing it definitely safe there with the S10A. I mean, with the Acades, it's also really nice, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I'm fairly certain that Red shouldn't win this, to be honest. I just doubt the ability for Circe to be able to break through with Glenn and Carrot in time.
Yeah, unless something like a miracle happens, right? But Glenn, oh my god, Glenn's single target damage! Okay, I was definitely not expecting this, but this will take care of that Lionheart Sirmia for sure. Look at that defense break! Oh my god, this Carrot is gonna shred through everything! I'm so sorry for doubting you, Circe. Please forgive LFB for the premature comments that were made here.
I'm gonna drink after this. Alright,
Acades is going to be cleansing the Spectre Tenebria. Now, there is a chance. Spectre is really good at soloing things. There's 2 stacks on her passive right now, and she does have the potential.
Asker coming out into the Fire Shuri, makes sense. It's the only source of AoE on the team. That is bulky, though.
That's a bulky Fire Shuri. Very nice. But the Acades, oh, she's gonna be in danger, I think. Oh, the miss from Glenn. Etika Scepter from the Carrot. Katie's is gonna be able to protect herself, so this is the thing.
There is the S2.
Yeah, she can stall out here.
S10. Where does the S10 and S2? What does she target? This is actually very important here. Oh, the split goes the wrong way.
Ooh. Okay.
That was actually a misplay. You do not want to waste that S3 there. You lose damage mitigation. S3 coming out of the Katie's again, trying to get some healing. I think the S10 should get a turn before the Glen.
S10 does get a turn before the Glen. There are no souls for soul burn.
Oh,
Glen doesn't get crit! Glen has another chance. Right, here he goes. Unseen Observer, he has the souls now. He's gonna soul burn. Oh, look at that damage!
Oh my gosh, does this kill? Does the carrot get the kill with the S3 here?
Does the carrot actually finish off the Acades?
S3 going out? No way!
Oh my gosh, the carrot got the kill! Oh my god, the Glen! The Glen! Oh, the Stene goes down to the burns! Oh my god!
And that with that Surth with the third win!
Surth, absolutely amazing. Well played.
What? Oh god. Okay.
All the people right now watching this, they're just going to be scrambling to especially change Glen and build him. That is crazy. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Now if you like what you saw and you want to see more, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Epic 7 content. And as always, take care.